Hi and welcome. I am Seher. Thank you so much for pushing play. And today I am going to talk about one of the best ways to build a habit. So I want to start with a story, okay? So I used to do like last year I used to do a lot of higher self meditation, journaling. So higher self is the version of you who is in the future, the higher self, future self, who has achieved everything that you desire. So they already have everything that you want, okay? And I was like, I would do that because that's how you connect to them. You can connect to your higher self, and then they can show you the way and they can show you the path. So I was like, I'll connect to them and they'll guide me and they'll support me, and it's an amazing tool if you're manifesting. So every time I would meditate and I would meet my higher self, she would give me advices and she would share with me things. There would be one thing that would always be there. It would be this one ring on her finger, okay, on her finger. And like every time like she would be in different clothes, and then like sometimes she'd be in the boss babe clothes, sometimes she'd be in this flowy gown, sometimes something other, sometimes a sari, whatever. But every time she would have one thing in common. It would be this one ring. So at that time I was a student, and I was like, oh my god, I want to manifest this ring, I want to know what is this. So I was just like, you know what, just show it to me, okay, I want it. And then I would randomly scroll on Instagram or just do things, and I came across this one website, and it sold jewelry, and I was like, oh, interesting, let's check the website out. And I saw, and there was this one ring, and it was of I have it now, but never mind. It was this one ring with two crystal bands and an amethyst in the center. So it was the most gorgeous ring ever, and the minute I saw it, I was like, oh my god, I want it. And it was on the expensive side, so my mom was like, oh, you cannot spend that much on a ring. I was like, no, I want it. And I got it in last 2021 of June, and that month I manifested more than like a year really huge amount of money, and it was just mind blowing. It's just like mind boggling. And every time I would brush my teeth and I would look at that ring, and I would be like, this is my reminder to be the highest version of myself. This is my reminder. And you see, if you wear a ring, you see the ring in the most odd times, like just when you're doing something, or just when you're typing, or just when you're anything, you just randomly see your ring. And it's the most beautiful reminder to be like, oh yes, I'm stepping into that intention that I have set. So how does that connect to having a really good habit? So I started to do these same things in all other part of my life. So every time I would want to cultivate a habit, to do something that really would be good for the future version of me and for the present version of me, I sort of connected it to a stimulus. So this is how this might sound weird, but here's the theory behind it. So there's this one scientist, I forgot, a psychologist, sorry, I forgot. And what he would do is he would ring a bell and he would give a dog the food, and he would see the dog would salivate, and he would repeat it for a couple of times, and then he started to do something such as just ring the bell and the dog would automatically salivate. So it's not exactly the theory that I'm using here, but it's sort of the theory. It says it is literally that you that you set a reminder, and then you make sure to do it no matter what. So every time I saw, so even these rings, they hold a meaning, they hold something, and everything, obviously, like the outfit, everything, it holds a meaning. You give every small stimulus an intention and a meaning, and what it does is it will fire the exact same response as the dog with as what happened with the dog. So when the dog heard the bell, it got the stimulus that, oh, I'm going to get food. So every time I see my ring, I was like, oh, I choose to be, or I have set the intention to become the highest version of myself. So for example, this is what I did. So if your habit that you want to cultivate is to read more books, you do something like, every time you see something on Instagram, or it can be literally anything. It could be a sunflower or somebody else posting up. That's what I did. Every time I saw somebody who would share a book, or just even see books on Instagram, I would just shut Instagram. Even if it would be like the second or the first post I saw, I'll still just shut it off, and I'll be like, oh, I'll read a book, and it can even be like 1 minute. So if this thing is to exercise, okay, or to drink more water, just create a stimulus for it and then follow through. So for water, it can be just if you see anything blue, if you see a person in a blue outfit, that means that you have to shut everything and you have to go drink water. Even like, you know innately that it would take just a while. Like it is not really that difficult to do the thing. All it is that motivation or that reminder to go get up and actually make that thing happen. So a really amazing, so here's the short form of everything that I talked about, and your actionable step: to go and set one small reminder, something. Okay, so here's your small reminder that you can do is just go and at least start with one. Choose one habit that you would like to cultivate and do an intention behind it, something that you see every day, like every single day, and then just take the step. So when I see my ring, when I brush in the morning, when I brush my teeth in the morning, I'm like, okay, today I am setting the intention to show up as the highest version of myself. I literally say that out loud, and then I follow through. And even if throughout the day maybe I'm like recording and I see myself in the camera and my ring, I'm like, okay, this is my reminder to show up as the highest version of myself. It can be anything that you want. It does not have to be one single thing. Like, it does not only have to be a ring. It could be literally anything. And just go do that. Take the step, because you can have all the information, all the tools, everything that you want, but if you don't actually put it into a form, if you don't embody it, if you don't take that action, it's almost useless, because it's just sitting there in the back of your mind doing nothing. It's like the potent thing. So if you don't charge it up, it won't actually happen, like a firecracker. So it's there, the cracker is there. Your desire to become a really good human being and the best version of yourself, who loves their life, who loves absolutely everything they do. They create their life, co-create their life with the universe. It is there within you. All you have to do is just let it on fire and just see the fireworks going up and just dazzling you in the most beautiful way. I hope this helped you, and I hope this served you. Make sure to subscribe, like, and comment what your favorite part was, and also what is the habit that you're cultivating, and also the stimulus, so that we all can get inspiration from you. I hope to talk to you again very soon. Bye.